Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. The other week on stream, I had my once a month stroke of genius, and I came up with another fun build to do here on Leapfrog 3.0. Guess we're gonna have to make another restaurant build. Ooh, a fall/Halloween themed soup restaurant. Decided, our next build on here. And by the way, if you don't know why everything on Leapfrog is all destroyed, check out this video here for a full detailed explanation. But also on my stream, we figured out the soupiest villager of all to run this soup restaurant, who is Bia. Number one, you know, she just has soup vibes, like, just look at her. And number two, the inside of her house literally has soup pots. Like, what more could you ask for a soupy villager, am I right? So a soup restaurant and a little hunt for Bia are on the docket today. Let's go ahead and get soupy. Aside from getting soupy, something else I've been into has been mobile games, and one of the most unique ones out there, and also one of my favorites, is called Matchmasters, and they are also sponsoring today's video. So let me give you the rundown. Matchmasters is a competitive match 3 game where you can play live with your friends or against other players from around the world to battle against each other for the highest score. You match blue stars to charge up your booster, make some pretty cool plays, score combos, strategize, you know, all in a day's work. There's over 20 boosters you can play, each with their own strategy and effects, so you can always shake it up and keep it interesting. You can also collect stickers to complete sticker books. You know how much I love stickers. And you can play different modes like Drill Down and Rainbow Energy. I literally play this game everywhere and anywhere. The fact that you can play against other people online makes it very thrilling for me. Oh, hold on. Watch this move. If you download using my link below, you'll win a piñata with exclusive in-app prizes inside, and you'll automatically be entered to win their competitive piñata race for a chance at even more amazing in-game prizes. Now, how much does Matchmasters cost? That's a trick question, my friends, because Matchmasters is free to download on the Google Play and App Store, so go ahead and click my link down in the description below to download Matchmasters for free on your device right now. Like, right now. Thanks again to Matchmasters for sponsoring, and now let's get back to the video.
Matchmasters. Play now.
So firstly here, I was able to kick out Scoot. You know, he was the first person with a thought bubble, unfortunately, so poor man had to go, but I did a pretty quick Bia hunt. We got her relatively quickly, so I'm just gonna let that play for you. Enjoy. I'm gonna start off with 100 tickets, and we're gonna hope and pray that that's good enough. I literally came in here to start hunting, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't get a plot open. Oh my goodness. Okay, so basically, Scoot did ask to leave. I did kick him out earlier, but I did not time travel at all, so yeah, we gotta do that first. Oh my goodness, and of course, we have a visitor at the campsite. It seems like whenever I do a villager hunt and I time travel, I always get a villager in the campsite, so let's see, maybe she's already there, waiting for us. Okay, let's see who we got in here. Okay, it's not Bia. It's not. Yeah, bye. Bia? No, this is Bia. Anyways, we got our open plot now, so let's just get to it. Let's get started on our very first ticket. As is tradition, we have to state our craving of the day, so I think right now I am craving just like a very nice thick milkshake, like chocolate milkshake with a little cherry on top, some whipped cream. Oof. First ticket we have Julia. Aw, she's a cutie. I do want to go kind of fast on this hunt. Like, I don't want to take too much time on this, so we're just gonna see them and say bye. We're not even gonna talk to them, you know, I'm a busy woman today. Ticket number 2. Oh. Yeah, that's a no from me. Ticket number 3. Oh, it's a froggy. It's Frobert. Wait, no, not Frobert. Ribbot. Ribbot. Okay, sorry, Ribbot. I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna leave now. Ticket number 4. And we got Astrid. Little kangaroo. Cute. But I gotta go. Ticket number 5? Question mark? Oh, no. It's this monkey. I have him on my farm core island and he won't leave. Who is next? Oh. It's a little mouse down there. I'm gonna go though. No mice for me. We're just looking for Bia. I've already lost count. I have no idea what ticket we're on. We have a little teddy bear. Okay, cute, but I'm gonna go. I am looking for dogs. That's not a dog. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for nothing, Rooney. Thank you. Oh my goodness. No. Why are we getting all of my villagers that were on Storybrooke? They're haunting me. Since this is going to be a very soupy themed build that I'm going to do here, you know, we're hunting for a soupy villager. I need to know everyone's favorite type of soup.
You know, I'm a big fan of the classic chicken noodle. I'm a really big fan of like gnocchi soup. Ooh, a good creamy soup is, ooh, delicious. A nice potato soup. Oh yes, absolutely. Honestly, I think like a chicken potato soup would be my all-time favorite soup. So comment down below, what's your all-time favorite soup, or like top 2 or top 3. Okay, we don't have Bia, unfortunately. We have Clay. Bia, psst, 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 Bia. Oh my goodness, I saw Brown. For a second, I thought we did it, but no, it's just, who are you again? It's Rudy. I do like Rudy. Rudy's so cute. But you are not a soupy Bia villager, so I gotta go. Oh! Oh! Okay. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting her right there. Honestly, I was just quickly scrolling through Instagram really quick as I was running up the little like dock, and then I just see her, and it's like, oh, okay. Hi, Bia. Hello. Would you like some soup today? Okay, well, that was way quicker than I thought. I honestly thought I was gonna be here all night. To move to my island, Bia. Oh, her catchphrase is bingo. That's cute. How many tickets was that? Let's see. That was only 22 tickets, so not bad, not bad. Wow. Okay. Well, thanks, Bia, for showing up pretty quick and making my life easier. I appreciate that.
Hello, it's me again. Hi, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little hunt. I also time traveled to November here because I wanted this to be, you know, like a fallish themed build. So we got that dead grass going on here. So everything's looking like all cozy and fallish. To prepare for our build, I started off here by moving Bia's house. I decided to plop it right by my house, just like in this little pocket here. Then I got to work clearing out the area. Like really, there was just this leftover path. So all I had to do was kind of, you know, just get that out of the way. Pretty simple for this build, but obviously I wanted to have like kind of a cozy fall vibe for this whole soup restaurant that we're gonna do, you know, soupy fall cozy, you know, kind of vibes. Very brown, kind of rustic almost, but obviously this is my Kidcore island, so all of my codes are rainbows and sparkles, you know. So I did grab just a few codes for this build specifically. I grabbed some cute brown leaves to put on the floor, pretty self-explanatory, and this soup puddle. It's not a pea puddle. It's not. Soup. Getting started here, I like using the storefronts to kind of like add to the houses a little bit, just make them look a little bit bigger, bulk them out, like give them some extra oomph, you know what I mean? I debated leaving this one sideways like this, but I think it took up too much space, so I ended up just turning it around like the other side, and although the colors don't exactly match, it's close enough, you know, this is close enough, good enough. I started to go in with some trees, but got distracted by this tiny waterfall. It was bothering me so much, so I just had to fix that up really quick. And since I was doing this already, I already had the helmet on and everything, I also fixed up this corner just a little bit because it was looking like real angular, you know. I wasn't liking that. But back to the trees, I just added 2 more on this side just to fill up this corner a little bit, and I started on the kitchen area of the restaurant. Again, I wanted this to be like really rustic, almost kind of like medieval tavern kind of vibe. Like, we've been watching the House of Dragons show, so maybe that's what like subconsciously inspired me. But the kitchen color here is like, you know, mossy and kind of like old, and of course I had to slap down some barrels, and those are full of soup, of course. And I put this kettle bathtub that I will pretend is a giant pot of soup. I put a clay furnace just on the other side of the house here. I was honestly just trying to use like whatever items look like they would be in a tavern in like a D&D campaign, you know, like, except everything is soup, and like literally the menu just has like one line on it and it's just like, oh, soup. That's all you get. Anyway, I finally used my little soup puddle here on the floor and put this little log bench right on top. I know these really aren't on theme with the whole rustic tavern vibe, but like I had to include them, you know, these were necessities, so we're just gonna gloss over that fact. But back to the trees, I added another one just to take up some space and added like this dead looking one just for a little touch of spookiness in the build. And then just to fill in the rest of the empty space, I went in with like these little bricks, and I just love how they're kind of like old and like rustic rustic looking. I need to stop saying rustic. Okay, someone stop me. Then this item is kind of random that I had chosen, but I had like this little, I forget what this item is called. It's a little like fall Christmas tree looking thing. I wanted to put that down the tree's bounty tree, and so I just plopped it there on that little stone. I don't know, it was kind of like fall vibes to me a little bit, so I just went with it. Then I started to mark out kind of like a yard space, even though it's not really a yard at this point. This is like a little restaurant, so this is more of like a seating area, I would say. So I just started to go in with some in-game pathing, of course, and just kind of make like a big rectangle in front of the house. I was debating like, hey, should I put this kind of back in the kitchen area? But I decided to not do that because I was lazy and I didn't want to go and pick up all of my items and have to put them back down. So yeah, out of pure laziness, we're sticking with a big rectangle just directly in front of the house. And of course I had to use some dark brown dirt because we want those fall vibes. We want the darkness, the richness, the coziness, the rusticness. But once I finished that, I did decide to pick up just a few of the items and put some of those bricks underneath just to give some little extra oomph to those items that are sitting right there in front of the house, like the little kitchenette. I decided to put some bricks underneath of it, and spoiler alert, I do the same exact thing for the clay furnace, you know. Just really simple, not anything too fancy or too work intensive for me. So that's what I ended up doing, and yeah, like I said, I do the same thing for the clay furnace that is over here on the right side. They just peek out just a little bit underneath of the items, so I feel like that just kind of like adds them a little bit more and just makes it a little more fun. Now, speaking of these bricks, I did decide to go ahead and put them on top of the dirt. I originally was just going to do plain dirt and we're going to sprinkle in custom designs here and there, but I was like, I feel like I do that too much. I never really have like a floor, you know? I just do a plain floor and then I like sprinkle in weeds and custom designs, but I actually want like an actual floor because this is supposed to be a restaurant, and you know, maybe we have some health concerns about just having dirt on the floor. So I decided to just cover the entire square that I had made with this brick, and I think it looks really, really nice on top of the brown dirt. And like I was mentioning earlier, it kind of matches the little kitchenette brick, so it just kind of like all ties together beautifully. But I also didn't want it to look too uniform and boring, you know, like the brick pattern just repeating, you know, brick, 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 brick is kind of boring. So I think, as you saw here a second ago, I used those like frayed edges of the brick pattern because, you know, it has a middle, a right, and a left. So I used those right and left pieces to make kind of like a broken area of the brick. You know, this is kind of like a little rustic restaurant, so it's gonna have some bricks missing. It's gonna, you know, have some wear and tear. It's a very popular soup restaurant, obviously. So I just started going in with these like little edge pieces, the left and the right, the tops and the bottoms, and I was using these to create like little gaps where you could see the dirt underneath. And I thought that that was just a beautiful touch, and it really added to the restaurant and the rustic vibe of it. Someone stop me. Someone literally take the word rustic out of my brain right now. And I even ended up adding kind of like a little circular part of that where there was a whole tile of exposed plain dirt underneath of it, like so that you could plant something. So that was really fun to do, and I feel like this really broke up that pattern and just made it more interesting, you know, added that wear and tear that I was looking for, and kind of like an old-timey, if I'm going medievalish tavern, you know? And then I started on the seating, and I did not want to use conventional seating, no sir. So I used a log stool as a table, and the little, what are these called again? The pumpkin, the pumpkin seats, the little pumpkin stools, I think. And then I did mix it up a little bit, and I used some mush stools for one of them. But yeah, we're going real natural, we're going real rustic, this is almost kind of like a cottagecore a little bit. But yeah, I didn't want to use like conventional, anything that was like too modern, you know, because I wanted that like old-timey vibe for this. So just after rearranging those, I kind of like was trying to settle on the placement because I wanted to include this tree's bounty arch kind of like as the doorway as you enter. I thought it was real cute. And, you know, some of them did need a bunch of rearranging, but it was fine. We got it done, you know, just whatever works, I'll just make it work. But then on the outside, I wanted to add some fencing. So I was starting off with some custom designs first, of course, to go underneath of it, and going in with my old favorite country fencing. I used to be absolutely obsessed with this fence on my fairy core island for some reason. Even though it's kind of like a rustic looking fence, I would use it a lot on my fairy core island, so it was kind of nice to use it again because I hadn't used it really that much, even on my farm core island, which I'm currently working on for some reason. But anyway, I was just starting to go in with finishing touches like bushes, and I added like this little mushroom partition kind of in the back to fill up this little corner, just so like it needed it, you know, leaves, fences. I decided to add like a little leaf pile and another one, but like more red up on the top. And of course we had to go in with the soup. I don't know if this mushroom dish is soup, but I wanted to have like mushroom and pumpkin kind of vibes, you know, to match the seating and to match the tables. So that's what I ended up doing. And I added these jarred mushrooms in the back in the kitchen because I felt like, hey, those are the ingredients in the kitchen, you know what I mean? Then I just added this little stool, accidentally sat on it, but I wanted to add this little candle item because I felt like, I don't know, it just added to like the medieval-ness of it. But then I had the amazing idea to drop some mushrooms in the little like gappy areas on the floor. Like there's mushrooms sprouting out of the floor. I just thought it was beautiful. So here is a little walk around. I think this came out so positively adorable and cozy and rustic, and even Bia is enjoying it with like a little sandwich. Like how cute is that? I had so much fun doing this build. It was definitely out of my comfort zone and definitely not a kind of like vibe or aesthetic that I usually go for, but it's so cute and I think it's so perfect for fall and so perfect for me as a Floridian who never experiences the changing of the leaves. I get to live out my fantasies right here, and you know, there's soup included, so that's always great. Don't forget to click the link in my description to download Matchmasters to win a piñata with in-app prizes and be automatically entered in the piñata race for a chance at even more amazing prizes. That's gonna be all from me today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave any build suggestions for Leapfrog 3.0 down in the comments below. I would love to build some more stuff on this island. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.